Here we have a Toyota Land Cruiser TD 1HD-T 4.2. This guy right there. We have a smoky, leaky injectors at pretty low mileage, about 35,000 kilometers, which is about like 80 something thousand miles, I think. And instead of going off at about 2600 psi, it goes off at about 2000, and it just starts dripping. It's not metering injection. Look, you see, it just drips like this. You see, that guy has a premature ejaculation. Look, this guy gets excited way too early. It's supposed to go poof poof, which I will show later after I put new nozzle in it, one of these guys. And we are going to make it great again. Here, one more shot. This is what made my Land Cruiser smoke like crazy. Waste fuel, and luckily I didn't blow my motor, because too much fuel in a diesel engine means too much temperature. I could have melted my internals. And this is the second one out of the 4 that I did so far. So probably half of them were leaky. It's just the age, not the mileage. Here's my $85 awesome Chinese test pump. Love it. Alright, that is it for now. I'll be back and I'll show how it's supposed to fire. Yep. Yeah, it's just so much fun. I can't stop doing it. There you go. Excited way too early. Too much drippage. Shouldn't be any. Alright, so this is our leaky injector. It is the nozzle retainer is loosened, so now I can take it out and then show you what's inside. Pretty sophisticated stuff, but not too sophisticated. Nothing really scary, just as long as you're careful. So this is number 4 that number 5 that I'm doing, so I'm a little too sure of myself at this point. First couple were difficult. Never seen the inside of these before. We don't have too many diesels here in the States. So this is the nozzle, and this part is being replaced. It is Denso, what is it? DLLA150P77. I'm using aftermarket, seemingly quality aftermarket, because so far all four that I've done were perfect, firing at about 175 bar, you know, perfect mist, 5 jets, you know, gorgeous. So this fella was the leakiest one so far. It had this drippage, and you know, that guy could have blown my motor. So I'm pretty mad at him. There you goes was another bad guy, and these 3 were, you know, acceptable, but still firing at about 160 bar at about 2250 psi, and it's supposed to fire at 25, 26, 24, 25. So inside, this is a plate where it mounts. There is some kind of piston inside, spring, and then 2 shims. One is 1.5 millimeter, the other one's 1.6 millimeter. Those are important. I lost one, and I had to make one out of stainless steel washer. So that's the plate, and there's some little pieces of hardware there. Let me take it out. So it's a piston, and then there should be a shim on the bottom. So that's one shim. This guy is 1.5 millimeter. This one under spring is 1.6 millimeter. And then that's just a adapter between the rear part of the injector and the nozzle. Everything is retained by this retainer thing with very, very fine pitch threading in it. So to break it loose, you have to be careful. You have to put this injector in a vise pretty tight, and then it's 14 millimeter, and it needs you know, a little tap of a hammer on the wrench just to get it loose. And that's pretty much it. So I'm going to put new nozzle in this one, and then film the result. Alright, so we're back with new nozzle on that 1HD-T injector. Again, that came out of this guy. This is 1HD-T. See, I already did 4 of them, so there's the last 2. And this fella was smoking unbearably. It was just, you know, Greta was so unhappy. Plus, you know, it was wasting fuel and getting ready to blow the motor. So now this is how it's supposed to function. We have about 175 bar before it shoots. And this is what's supposed to do. It is supposed to do these very fine and measured. Perfect, 2600 psi, 175 bar. It just creates that fine diesel mist. Should be perfect for, you know, not smoking. Well, next video is going to be a first start. Hopefully it'll work. Well, so everything is together, reassembled, new copper washers, new O-rings, you know. Hopefully she'll run now. I'm sure it'll smoke horribly in the beginning, but we'll see. Glow plugs. There goes nothing. Bit almost gone. She would smoke a lot more, even on a good day. Wow. Put it right up. Wonderful. Low gas. Still running. Low gas. Let's see. Probably burning off garbage. Here's my lovely Mitsubishi corner. Delica is great, and that's just an escape pod for Delica, that little guy. Wow, no smoke. Never seen it like that before. That's amazing. Love it. Great. So not that difficult to do. About $300 all in. 700 RPM idle. No smoke. It's just all kinds of great. Here's my headache. Just a little puff of black smoke, no blue smoke. Power is good. Pretty happy.